they're sleeping together on their own volition. This is the cutest thing ever. They sleep with me at night, and they will sleep side by side, but like I'm there. But they just put themselves on the bed together. Quasimodo's touching him with his little paw. I don't have any like sound from this footage because Colleen was setting up a photo while I was doing this and she had music blaring. But what I'm doing is making a backdrop. So this cardboard box I was using when we first got Quasimodo to kind of like block him out of certain places. This was the one that was keeping him out of my studio where I'm actually making this backdrop, because if you remember, if you've been watching my videos for the past few months, he peed on some dolls we got from the flea market, and that's not been an issue. Like, he's been peeing in the box. It ended up being he didn't like the litter he was using, because the litter I use I had given to Colleen's friend after his surgery, because it's the kind that you use, it's like the pelletized natural stuff, and Quasimodo had gotten neutered and he was recovering for 2 weeks at his old house, and she had been using that litter for him, so I figured it was fine, and she didn't bring any of his original like clumping litter. Turns out he didn't really like it, maybe because he had an association from the surgery, so as like a last-ditch effort, we asked her friend what litter he used to use, and we bought it, and he's been fine ever since. So it's weird how that worked. But anyways, so I didn't need the box anymore to keep him out of this room, and it was still in good enough shape to use as a backdrop. So I had saved all of these Always Bratz posters. I knew I wanted to use them for a backdrop. And then I had all of these colorful sheets of computer paper, which someone gave Colleen, I think. I don't know. She had them for a long time. And then I had some different like cutouts from box art I used to fill in the space. And then I made another Bratz themed one on the reverse side from other posters that were left over from like my childhood, and also just any Bratz dolls I had gotten recently. Like I think my Kylie Jenner ones are on the other side. So it ended up being another Bratz backdrop, and it turned out pretty cute.
So this is a thumbnail for the second part of our Christmas haul, and obviously it's because I got Isabel. The reason I went for this motif was because Shelly said, oh, you could do another Christmas themed photo with Nikki and Isabel, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I said, how about Christmas dinner, because I just wanted to play with the doll food. And then Shelly said, oh, or you could have them making a gingerbread photo. And I really liked the idea because we have this adorable Welly Wishers gingerbread house. And every year, Shelly and I make a gingerbread house with our dolls. And they're sisters, and we're sisters. So I thought it was only right to take Shelly's suggestion of using the gingerbread house. A lot of the better pieces to this setup are actually Welly Wishers like that, which Isabel can hold like without putty because it's squishy. Once you position it, it stays in pretty good. Like now it's a little bit moved because I touched it, but it stays in really good. Candy canes, the gingerbread house itself, and then I thought Molly's birthday cups, because they look kind of like holiday candy because of the colors. So those will work. I also, and I always feel deliciously naughty when I take this out, this was my mom's tea set that Shelly and I got her for Christmas 2001. It was our last Christmas with her, and Shelly and I got this tea set for her as a Christmas present. Now, I know my mother would be like horrified if she saw me taking it out to put it in a doll photo. I mean, she wouldn't, because I'm 37 years old and I'm not breaking it, and it's just for a photo. I'm not like bashing it around, but I just think, ooh, if only mom could see this, a little bit naughty. And I still feel like kind of naughty doing it, and I'm always really afraid to break it, even though she didn't really have it long. It was like for the last Christmas. But yeah, I just thought the holiday motif would work really well, even though I could have used Shelly's Samantha holiday tea set, or Molly's tea set has a lot of red and white, which is why I went with Molly's table. Nikki has her actual dog Blossom, but I don't have Isabel's actual pet, so I borrowed one of Rebecca's cats. And then this is the It's by Queen's Treasure. It's a Little House on the Prairie stove, which I know doesn't go with the whole 1999 motif, but it's awesome, and I just thought it would look really cute. And these are also from that Welly Wishes set, as are the, I think, actually I don't remember for sure if those mugs are, no, I don't think they are, I can't remember. They're from either that or something else. And then a lot of the other stuff that I filled it out with is like glitter girls, like the glitter. But yeah, I just had so much fun setting this up. I thought about this like all of the short week. This is Thanksgiving. I'm filming this on Thanksgiving Day. I thought of it the whole short week while I was at school about how much fun this would be to set up. So yeah, I absolutely love Isabel, and I'm really excited to have her. Charlie made her this very cute little name bracelet. The twins are together doing their sisterly tradition.
It's double trouble.
I love them, but they're being very bad, and I'm afraid he's going to eat something.
You're knocking over the photos Mom set up, Quasi. And look, Pooh Bear's in here now.
Oh, goody, 2 of them.
Oh, hi, honey. Are you hungry? Is that why you're in here? Because it's 4 o'clock? You don't eat until 4:30 or 5. Oh, what'd you see that scared you?
He sees things we don't.
Okay, hi, honey. You talking to Quasi? Are they helpful?
This is the picture.
Do you think it's interesting what Mom's doing over there?
It's the clock I need.
Uh-oh. What are you doing? Bobo Baggins. She just set that back up.
Quasi, no. Out.
Goodbye.
So, I'm dressing all my Molly dolls up, except, my 80s Molly. This is a terrible, terrible confession. She's actually been wearing her meat outfit for a very long time. As it turns out, it's actually really good that I, have been lazy and haven't been dressing these guys much lately, except for certain photos, and I didn't need 80s Molly for any of those photos that I've been doing of late, which is why she's just been wearing that for an incredibly long time. But, so, for the most part, I'm trying to put them in their own clothes, like what actually came on my dolls, or like the next closest thing. So like this is definitely my childhood sweater because I know right where I ripped it. This is my 04 Molly. Oh no, this is Ray Molly, sorry. 04 Molly and Ray Molly look very, very much alike. I could tell even before we discovered that like you could actually date them by the tags hiding in their necks. I knew these two were about the same age because, you know, I could just tell she was very much the same as the Molly I got in 04. So, their outfits are pretty interchangeable because I actually think the semi-raggedy Mattel items that are in the bag are the ones that came on 04 Molly, because I believe both of these outfits, one came on 04 Molly and one I ordered around the same time, because as you see this is rough. Well, anyway, the reason Molly's not wearing her original skirt is because it doesn't stay up that good anymore, and like I put the raggedy sweater on her for the photo because it's not going to make a difference, and it's kind of cool that I know which one's hers. But I would know this skirt just as well as the sweater. Like I know this is mine. Like they're all mine, but this is the one I grew up with. But anyway, so while I was in there, I noticed a skirt that I didn't forget I had, but I'm like, this is different because I didn't look at the tag when we got it, but this skirt, it's like almost the same age as the one at 80s Molly. I don't know if you can see, but it says made in Germany for Pleasant Company 1986, synthetic fiber, very cool. Well, anyway, that Shelly got me a Molly outfit for the glasses mostly that I'm actually going to put on Ray Molly, because the ones I had on her weren't that nice. So these aren't really period accurate for her because she's a Mattel doll and these are old glasses, but they're better than the ones she had on. So I'm like, you know what? They're still Molly glasses. That was really cool because like I knew which skirt was my flea market Molly's, like, because I've had her a long time too, and because my only two Pleasant Company Molly's until 80s Molly came along in 2015 were these two. And I could tell their clothes apart because hers are nice and hers are not so nice, but they're actually about the same age. She's very, very much like my childhood doll. I knew this was not her skirt, and I knew it was way too old to be anybody else's. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. I didn't realize how old that skirt was. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because Marie photographing its new backdrop, which isn't so new anymore. We've been doing this since last February, but I've been putting off retaking the Mollies because before we retake all their photos, I wanted to come up with a list because they all photograph very differently. Because like my 80s Molly, who's over on the bottom bunk over there because I didn't have to redress her, her skin color is actually better than my Molly, who's 10 years newer. She ended up with a gray or yellow cast to her skin over time, and 80s Molly held her color like even better than Shelly's 80s Sam, who's overall in better condition. They both have the scraggly braids, but her bangs are really nice, even though 80s Molly's are not so nice. So they're in about equal condition, but they photograph very, very differently. And Flea Market Molly, Ray Molly, and 04 Molly are all in very, very good shape, but they all photograph very differently. Because I feel like my Flea Market Molly's hair is a little bit like, it's richer, and I feel like, you know, the subtle manufacturing differences. Well, basically what I'm saying is this godlike creature to me is all Molly McIntyre aspires to be, because this is what, more or less what mine looked like when she was new. I've had this doll for a very long time, and she's like my muse. I just love using her in photography because she's just so beautiful. But Ray Molly is also very beautiful, and as is 04 Molly, but they actually have different strengths because I like the set of the Molly from my Uncle Ray's bangs a little bit better for certain things, but hers are better for other things. So anyway, they all just, to me, I just had to make sure I knew who was wearing what, so I wrote the list this morning. And then, because my handwriting's ugly and Shelley can't abide with ugly, Shelley's going to rewrite it in her book, which, you know, I didn't write because my handwriting's ugly. Shelley's going to rewrite my list, which is really, really messy. Much nicer. Oh my god, I don't know what the cats are doing. Shelly's gonna rewrite it later. So yeah, so that's why, and then she went to the farm, and I don't know if it's a cold or my allergies, but I'm still a little under the weather, and I really want to make sure I'm at work tomorrow, and I didn't want to go out in the cold and the wet if I didn't have to. But I figured instead of just sitting around doing nothing, I would work on this, and I'm actually almost undressing them. And that's why Ray Molly's not wearing her glasses, because I had to pull the sweater over her head.
So I showed Julie's bed in a collective haul that'll be up after this video, but I wanted this bed for my display specifically because I really liked the one I got at the flea market, her original bed, and I had looked on eBay for cheap beds. I wasn't able to find any that were really much cheaper than it would have been to get this brand new on sale. So it was on sale for $25 off, and then because we had ordered our Christmas American Girl stuff, it ended up being two different orders because calling it Isabel, we got $30 in rewards, and I think we hit like a 4 times points thing when I ordered this bed too, so that was cool. But I ended up saving $45 on it because 10 of the dollars I normally would have saved towards the bed itself had to go to shipping because I just ordered this. So I still think that $45 off was a good deal, and this is super well made. It was a little bit tricky putting it together. Not that it was complicated, but the instructions didn't have any words. It was all just pictures, and I wanted to make sure I set it up right because I wasn't sure if I made a mistake how easy it would be to disassemble, but it didn't really take me that long, and it looked super cute when I was finished. So in the previous clip, what I was doing was I took a piece of particle board that used to be the backing of my sister's Harry Potter shelf in her room, which it's now like open so that you can see the window behind it. Anyways, I've used this large piece of particle board to make 4 of my American Girl beds into double deckers. As you can see, Felicity's bed and Julie's old bed have dolls sitting on top. This wouldn't be possible if you just kept them as they were in the factory. So I used that little light piece of particle board and I cut it down to fit the tops of each bed, and it's strong enough to hold the weight of a few dolls on top, and it doesn't warp or anything, and it doesn't affect the structure of the bed because all of the beds are very structurally sound. And I had one last leftover piece for my new Julie bed, which I was cutting in that previous clip, and unfortunately I didn't put the cardboard underneath it at first, so I did nick the floor a couple times. There's a few scratches on my floor. I feel bad about that. But anyways, this was when I was taking all of my old beds because I was going to do some rearranging here and clean the floor. So I had to move all my dolls off as well because I needed to photograph the beds and the bedding against the new backdrops because we're redoing all our Flickr photos, as I've mentioned many times in many videos. And I had recently washed this bedding only a few months prior. I only wash it maybe once or twice a year because it doesn't get that dusty. So I'm just carefully moving the dolls and stacking them off to the side. And then in the next clip you're going to see that's when I put them back, and I like dust each doll before I put her back. And here I am putting all my dolls back. So making my beds double deckers is a really great way that I've saved space because I don't have like a huge bedroom, and I really want to keep my American Girl dolls upstairs instead of downstairs, just because, like, you know, they're just really special to me, and I would hate, like, if there was a flood in the basement or something, for them to be near that. Whereas Cabbage Patch dolls are all fabric, so if something were to happen, it would be easy to wash them. But anyways, I really like how this worked out. I'll explain that more in the next clip, but it just felt so much more spacious, and the 2 furniture items that I removed, I just got to repurpose for my Cabbage Patch dolls, like I have with other things in the past, so it was really exciting. I've never, like, bought anything special for my American Girl display until this year. I got Julie's bed on sale, which is my first brand new piece of American Girl furniture ever. And then you can kind of see it in this clip where McKenna and Tiana and Joy Nomi are sitting like all the way in the back. I bought that on eBay at the earlier part of the summer for my display as well. Alright, so here's my display all done. Well, this part of it, obviously, there's more dolls everywhere. I have to say, this worked out wonderfully. There's actually more room, like just in general. I think because before I had my other bunk bed turned this way and it was like a different size and all of that, I feel like they were packed really tightly, whereas these beds fit perfectly and they're pretty close in size to Felicity's, so it worked out really, really well. I don't feel like they're gonna get all messed up when we take them off for things. Of course, that Quasimodo over there, he likes to bird watch from my window, so he will stand here and look out the window, and he also, for some reason, likes the clips on McKenna, and I found Lainey's bracelet off one day, so he must have been playing with that too. So I kept my lineup similar. So I have my Girl of the Years that are over here in order. Gabriella lives in the cabinet because of her curly hair, and then Marisol and Isabel have accessories and they sit together, so that's why those 3 are over there. And Kavi and Kanani are over here as well. Kanani has really long hair, and I felt bad for Kavi, so she sits in the wicker chair. But the rest of my Girl of the Years are over here, so I have them in chronological order, and I even put Namari, who's my second Jess doll, up here. I might, like, move them around a little bit later, but we'll see. So they fit really nice. And then I moved my old bed to the middle, Felicity's bed down, and then I put my new Julie bed over here, and this is where my Julie and Ivy dolls live, plus Melody, because of course my Julie doll should get the brand new Julie bed. It's so cute. I actually think this is so charming. I like it even more than that one. I'm not disappointed at all that I didn't get the purple Be Forever bed. And yeah, so there are 3 dolls that have to stand. Yvette was going to stand no matter what, just because of this hair. I try to minimize her contact with like being pushed too close to other dolls. So if Colleen needs her for a picture, or I want to dress her or something, I don't have to worry as much. That's why McKenna is over there, not with Yvette. And then I stood Emma and Tenny because they also have pretty long hair, so rather than sit them, I figured I'd just stand them. It's not really a big issue. I don't walk over here too much, so the only problem is sometimes when Quasimodo jumps up, they fall over, but they're so cute. I'm so happy with that purchase, and they just look a lot better. And it's nice that I have more room in Babyland. Are you being handsome? Tell YouTube you're being handsome. Yeah. You're so handsome, Rhea. You're in love. Where's your brother? Where's Oliver? Is he behind the couch? Cutie. So we're in Babyland. And I thought I'd show you where the bunk bed moved. And also, this was Otis's high chair. So Brigitte is in it now, because I wanted to keep Otis upstairs, because he's one of my favorites. So Brigitte got this. That had been the plan since I came up with the idea to get Julie's bed months ago. Like, I had this mapped out. Yeah, it's pretty, filling out pretty nicely over here. And then I have growing room on that one. And I brought Nathan down here because I needed a spot for Otis on my hope chest. So he's down here. But I have a little growing room. I try not to buy Cabbage Patch dolls too often because, obviously I have a lot of them. But that worked out nicely. I don't know for sure if I'm going to keep it right next to the cradle. I might move it over here later. These are our American Girl drawers. They usually live in the pink room, but at some point, before we had Quasimodo's toileting situation fixed, he peed like on the carpet in there right next to these, and it splashed onto some of the drawers down below. So he didn't spray. He's been fixed. He wasn't spraying, but like it just splashed a little bit as he was lowering his butt. And I have cleaned the carpet there, but Oliver is still grieving, so occasionally he is not pooping and peeing in the litter box appropriately. So until I get that situation, until I feel more secure in the fact that like he's not going to pee there, these are staying in here. And we might keep them in here, I don't know, because it is nice having them stacked this way, but we'll see. I am very blonde right now. I finally did my roots. I was really nervous actually this time coloring my hair. The lighting in here is terrible, I'm sorry. And this color, not good on me. I was nervous because I bought a different kind of developer. It's like, not developer, bleach powder. It's the generic kind from Sally's. I usually buy Clairol, I think, but I have the cheaper stuff. And it took me about 40 minutes to apply it. It's very difficult doing the back of my head, and it was kind of a mess, but I didn't miss any spots. And after I applied it, I let it sit for 20 more minutes, and the reason why the back and the front aren't uneven is because when I'm doing the back, this stuff is just like out in the open, and then I put some plastic rubber on my head and then a hat, and that kind of heats it up, and the bleach works faster in the heat. That's why when you put it all outside with peroxide for stain removal, you have better results because of the heat. So yeah, it's pretty blonde, and I think I got rid of the banding I missed last time. I'd rather have a little banding than overlap and have hair breakage, but I didn't even shed much, like just the normal amount in the comb. So, and it feels fine. Now I have to let it dry completely this time, because I got lazy last time and thought, oh, it's fine if it's damp, and then I remembered why I don't do that, because the color did not take as well. It missed some spots, and then the yellow didn't stay in my hair long at all, and usually it does, so I am all blonde. It's been 6 months, and of course it looks like a bad blonde because this part is very orange and yellow. So it is actually December 30th when we are building this gingerbread house. And we'll explain why. So, first of all, we've just been really bad at vlogging in general for most of this year because we've been really busy. It was a very stressful year with lots of things going on. You know, house problems, vehicle problems, problems with the pets. You know, obviously our cat Andy died. And then it just kind of felt like at some point it was really hard to get back in the swing of like keeping up with certain YouTube things. I wanted to do the gingerbread house that we always do every year, even on the bad years where we really didn't want to. We have kept the tradition. And I bought this like a month ahead of time. You can see it in my Thanksgiving Dolly Diaries. I showed it for a second. But we plan to do it on Christmas Eve. We don't do things with our family anymore on the holidays because, you know, they're all like old and not interested in doing get-togethers. But
I hope none of them are watching. Here you call them old.
now I can't see Uncle David watching
A doll vlog?
no. So we were gonna make this on Christmas Eve, but then we got invited to a friend's house and she kept kind of changing the time that we were supposed to go over because she ended up getting out of work late and yada yada yada. And by the time we got home, like we could have made it, but we were exhausted. Like it was just one of those like emotionally draining things.
Yeah, because it really wasn't any later than it is now, but it just felt later.
Yeah, it's like almost 7:30 now, and it was about that time when we got home on Christmas Eve, and then I just forgot about it on Christmas Day. Like, to be honest with you, it's like Christmas is already over. When did it happen? That's just the way this year has been. Like, I feel like we're still in November because this is the kind of year it's been. So, I guess keeping in theme with the year, we are doing this very late. Now, we have done the gingerbread house.
One year we didn't do it until New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and this is almost New Year's Eve. But I did really want to do this. It's just we forgot on Christmas, and I didn't really feel it's exciting doing it after Christmas, and we were trying to get a bunch of Bratz photos taken. All my Bratz photos on Flickr, all of them are done. So
Wait a minute. Did you say it's December 30th?
yep,
That can't be right.
December 29th. Sorry,
I was gonna say, because I don't go back to work till Thursday.
it's December 29th. See, I don't even know what day it is. So this is the house that I picked out. It's one of those pre-built dealies, so I'm sorry if you wanted to watch us argue over trying to get the structure to stay together. I found in the past few years after I accidentally bought a pre-built one that this is the way to go, and honestly it costs the same as the ones you have to assemble that are like from a fancier brand, like, you know, the Oreo house. It's a little townhouse. It's really cute. It's not going to look anything like this when we're done. And we have a bunch of dolls that I'll show you, doll helpers, as they don't really help.
They're just sitting and looking pretty in
they're
their
for the
Christmas
photo.
clothes.
And I don't remember what year we started doing it, because originally we just put whoever we wanted in the photo.
And we kept it to like 6 to 8 dolls.
But then at some point it became the dolls that we got that year. And there's a lot of them. So I'll show you. You'll get a little quick meet and greet with some of them, although they've all been on the channel. And we will do an American Girl collection update at least sometime this coming year. We still are not sure if we want to do like a whole collection video. I said we weren't going to do it last time, but I've been on the fence. But you'll see all, because I know someone will ask. We will eventually do at least an update of all the dolls that we got since the last collection video.
Yeah.
This one's in 2022, so it'll be almost 3 years. And there's like a lot of dolls.
Oh yeah.
Because we were given dolls, and we found a bunch used,
And yada yada shopping.
lots of sales from
Yada yada
American
eBay.
Girl. And yeah, then there's just the ones that you really have no excuse. I wanted it, they were on eBay. So without further ado, I'll show you the dolls. So we have Miss Isabel, who Colleen got on sale as her Christmas gift to herself. There's a whole video on her that I posted before this. We have Gemma, who was a gift from the Biggies and Barbies lot this summer. We have Francesca, who was in the Star Traveler Sunday transformation video from this fall. I got her for $5 at the flea market. We have Wella, who is also from the Biggies and Barbies lot, so she was a gift. She's our third Willa doll, that's why her name is Willa. And the other, like 2 of them were gifts. And then we have Noelle, who I got at the Salvation Army at the start of the summer for $9. We have Asia, who I got for like practically free at the flea market in June. It was like a $5 fill bag thing. She counted. Namari is a girl of your Jess back there, also from the Biggies and Barbies lot, so she was a gift, as is Emma, who is a Tenny doll.
She was our favorite from that lot, by the way.
And I already have a Jess and Tenny doll, that's why they have different names. And then we have Ming Mei, who was my birthday gift from Colleen this year. She surprised me with her on eBay. Her and Kiki, I got right around the same time because I was researching something about Ming Mei and I found a really good deal on her. And then McKenna and Yvette Colleen surprised me with last year.
They just missed the last video.
Yeah, and then Tiana, who I had $70 in rewards because we hit like a 4-time point thing, and I bought her right after she came out. She's like, besides Corinne, the newest like American girl I got after they came out, and I love her. All right, it's not broken.
Yay!
Oh, it smells good. I know it's gonna taste nasty AF, but all right. So we'll just move this over here so you can see the picture if you wanna. Alright.
You can't smell it yet.
Like those little dishes.
Oh yeah.
Things. Probably not the sprinkles, but slit in the bag and kind of sprinkle them on. Just, you don't want to like put those individually in a bowl.
What do you want, Oliver? You're already at dinner.
He wants to convince you to feed him
Pepsi, the official drink of the holidays. Glug, glug, glug. Let's move closer.
I may have cut the tip of this a little bit too big. Well, because last year I didn't cut it big enough.
Yeah.
And like, then it took forever to come out.
Mmm. It's not the best frosting I've ever had, but I'm hating it.
It really doesn't stick.
No, it is just because it's like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's like
Gross.
no, I actually like it. It's like
Can you get a knife? I feel like it might just be easier to like spread it on.
it's the consistency of it. It's like it's not moist enough.
Knock my tripod over, sir.
Lobular, that's what I was looking for. If this video abruptly ends, it's because Cat has knocked over the tripod. Except we are not like live streaming or anything. So, Quasi hasn't seen us do this yet.
There's so many pretty dolls, you know, I don't want to make the house too fugly. You can start decorating that stuff.
I brought the scissors.
There's gonna be sprinkles all over my area, but isn't there?
No.
Because I always find a bunch of candy on your side of the table. Case in point! Oh, this is so triggering. Why do we do this every year? So we can take a picture with our dolls.
Yeah, that's why. I think I cut the sprinkle hole too large. One thing.
Same, only I did it with the ice. Now I can't get any detail. I wanted to make it cute like the one on the box. That was really ambitious.
It's still gonna be cute.
No, it's not. It's gonna be ugly.
Oh,
I love it when people try to be nice and like, oh, it's not so bad. It's like, you don't have to lie.
I don't think it's that bad. I mean, it's gonna be great. You'll see. It's gonna be cute.
We tried really hard that year we got the Barbie house. But honestly, that wasn't even fun because it was just stressful trying to make it look nice.
So I spent about 9 million hours dressing the dolls for this. But here's the thing. So I took a bunch of them from Shelly's room because I wanted to use them on the front of her Christmas card. And I thought I was being stealth, and I lied and told her I'm dressing them in their clothes for the gingerbread photo shoot. Not I'm putting them in winter clothes to put on the front of your Christmas card. I'm not stealth. She knew what I was really doing. But
You're, like George Washington, I can't tell a lie.
yeah, no, and she knew what I must really be doing because I'm just not the smoothest operator in the world. Like, so, but I was up to like midnight that night.
Is that all you're gonna do on the roof? Is throw some shitty sprinkles?
No. I'm gonna put some of these, huh?
No, like, you could do it nice.
I am being nice.
No, you're just making a mess and thinking it's being cute.
No, I'm putting the sprinkles on and thinking about how I want to eat them.
I really feel like they gave you a lot of candy variety to decorate. It's kind of boring. Some sprinkles and... Right?
No. It's candy snow.
I wanted to do like...
Is that your initial, the letter S?
No, I was trying to do like a little squiggle like over there and it didn't work. It just looks like shit on the house.
You're hilarious.
Oh god. It's my initials. S for shitty.
I know, I really thought it was S for Shelly.
No, yeah, because I put my initials. I want people to know I hate this.
I do. I'm proud.
Oh god, how do you put this on?
Yeah, the way you are. We'll just have to vacuum later. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal.
How is it you're actually getting it on the roof and I just got it all over the floor?
Because you have to like kind of palm them and like, you see what I'm saying? Like you, not like that. And see, now you just have a big ugly cluster.
No, it looks delicious. It's where I want to live. It's Candyland.
God, I'm so triggered. It's everywhere. It's not even, no, that's not cute.
It's adorable.
You're ruining it.
It's delicious.
You're like literally just smacking it on.
I want to live there. That's what you were doing.
No, I was trying to like actually get it on.
It's candy confetti.
Looks like a clown had explosive diarrhea. That's what it looks like.
Why put all that on the door?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, like, it's not really something you can sit and snack on. It's one of
I'm
those
eating it right now.
art installments where the mess around it is part of. And the grand gingerbread house reveal. It's really ugly. But they only give you sprinkles, those little circular sprinkles, and then huge spree. Like, it's not even proportionate. I'm not really sure. It just kind of looks like a bunch of crap was thrown on it.
I would like to live in this house.
But the important thing is the dolls look nice.
Oh, I like how you put Ming Ming and Tiana near each other because they're wearing matching
It wasn't
clothes.
even something I like thought about. It just kind of worked out that way.
It worked out so nice.
So yeah, it's a very full photo this year.
Very cute.
But 4 of them were given to us.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this holiday edition of Dolly Diaries. I'm sorry it wasn't very festive. We didn't even decorate for Christmas this year, which we didn't last year either, because we had the hamster, and that's usually where we set up the mini Christmas trees where Peanut used to live. But like I said, the end of the year just kind of escaped me. So, oh, you cleaning your butt? Baba? Say hi. Okay, goodbye. You drinking? Okay. Tell your tribute love them, Pooh Bear.
He's hoping that you can give him another treat.
You
even though I
ate
just did.
dinner and you had treats. No, get out of there! That's where the change jars go that's holding up the backdrop.
He's thinking about going in. Quasi.
Bad kitty.
He's a nut.
It's your first Christmas with us, huh?
I'm very thankful we have him. He's a good, good boy.
And your last. So we hope you enjoyed this episode, even if it wasn't all that festive. Feel free to check out our Flickr and see all of the work that we've been doing, replacing photos. That's been taking up a lot of our time and part of why we haven't posted as many videos as we would have otherwise, because, you know, we were trying to get as much done before the end of the year. We just have some American Girl albums to do, but we're all done. All the Barbie playsets, all the Barbie fashion packs, all of the Bratz dolls, all of the other dolls. Yeah, we're very pleased with how it looks, and we've added new pictures and corrected a lot of mistakes. So it's not just like an aesthetic thing. We caught a lot of boo-boos when we were going through and doing it. So feel free to check out my Flickr. You don't need one to view it if you are interested. And until 2025, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.